David Fincher's Fight Club transcends its brutal fight scenes to offer a profound exploration of the human psyche. Through its unconventional narrative and complex characters, the film delves into the anxieties and frustrations plaguing modern individuals, particularly men dealing with issues of masculinity, identity, and societal pressures. In this video, we will dissect the psychological aspects of the film's key characters, revealing the inner struggles they represent and their contributions to the film's overall message. In a world obsessed with consumerism and societal expectations, what does Fight Club tell us about the search for meaning and identity, especially for men? Did the Fight Club provide a healthy outlet for the narrative's emotions, or did it ultimately worsen his situation? Does Project Mayhem offer a realistic solution to the problems faced by the characters, or is it ultimately a dangerous and misguided ideology? Let's unpack this. The narrator, a product of disillusionment and disassociation. The unnamed narrator, played by Edward Norton, embodies the classic disgruntled white-collar worker. He suffers from chronic insomnia, a symptom of his alienation and aimlessness. Trapped in a monotonous job and surrounded by the superficiality of consumerism, he feels a profound sense of nothingness and disconnection. His disillusionment is further fueled by the rampant consumerism and materialism he witnesses around him on a daily basis. The film mocks the obsession with acquiring possessions and the manufactured sense of identity it fosters. The narrator's cramped apartment, filled with IKEA furniture and generic products, reflects his feeling of being a man of no importance, defined by what he owns rather than his own individual empowerment. The narrator's insomnia and feelings of emptiness can be interpreted as symptoms of an existential crisis. He questions the meaning of his life, the role that he plays in society, and the purpose of his existence. This crisis is shown in his alienation, disconnection, and search for meaning outside of societal norms. This sense of disconnection and lack of control over his life manifests in his dissociative identity disorder. Tyler Durden, the charismatic soap salesman played by Brad Pitt, emerges as a projection of the narrator's underlying desires and overall frustrations. Tyler embodies the instinctual desires the narrator has long suppressed, offering an escape from the mundane rituals of his boring life. The narrator's initial satisfaction with the Fight Club stems from a sense of belonging, purpose, and control. However, as the violence increases, his initial satisfaction transforms into moral conflict and confusion. The cycle of seeking a solution through violence and ultimately finding further dissatisfaction highlights the need for a more viable and healthy alternative to addressing his issues. Tyler Durden, the embodiment of primal masculinity and the allure of violence. Tyler stands in dark contrast to the narrator. He's charismatic, overall an alpha male, and definitely not afraid to challenge societal norms. He represents the primal and impulsive part of the narrator's personality, seeking to escape from the constraints of superego, embodied by the societal expectations and suppressed desires. Tyler's disregard for social norms, like his soap-making process using human fat, signifies his rebellion against societal expectations and constraints. The Fight Club becomes a symbolic space for men to express their repressed emotions through the acts of physical violence. It provides a sense of belonging, camaraderie, and purpose that the narrator desperately craves. However, the club's violent nature also exposes the dark side of the unbridled masculinity, blurring the lines between purging and self-destruction. Tyler's alpha male persona is not solely defined by pure physical strength, but also by his confidence, assertiveness, and complete disregard for societal norms. He challenges the established order, epitomized by his unconventional soap-making process using human fat, which serves as a symbol against the social conditioning and consumerism that the narrator finds suffocating. From a psychological perspective, Tyler can be understood as a manifestation of the narrator's Jungian shadow self, a concept developed by Carl Jung. Forgive me, I know that was a bit lectury. In a simpler way, think of Tyler Durden as the dark side of the narrator's personality. This dark side doesn't mean evil, but rather the hidden parts that the narrator doesn't want to see or accept about himself. These could be his anger, his wildness, his desire to break free from society's rules, all things the narrator's mind normally keeps buried. The idea of the shadow self comes from a famous psychologist named Carl Jung. He believed that we all have this hidden, sometimes darker side of ourselves. By getting to know and accepting the shadow side, including the less appealing parts, we can become a more whole, complete person. In Fight Club, the narrator's creation of Tyler Durden shows this struggle to confront this hidden part of himself in an extreme way. However, the film doesn't portray this simplistically. While Tyler initially offers a sense of empowerment and control, his methods become increasingly extreme and destructive. This highlights the challenge of attempting to integrate the shadow. While it can be a source of creativity and freedom, it can also lead to chaos and bedlam if not responsibly managed. By diving deeper into Tyler's character, we gain a much deeper understanding of the intricate dynamics at at play in the film. He represents both the intrigue of rebellion and the potential pitfalls of uncontrolled masculinity. His journey raises crucial questions about the search for meaning, the challenges of societal norms and expectations, and the significance of finding a healthy balance within ourselves. Marla Singer, a counterpoint to the masculine narrative. Marla Singer, played by Helena Bonham Carter, serves as a contrast to the film's predominantly male narrative. She's a cynical and disruptive insomniac who challenges the narrator's perspective and the Fight Club's ideology. Her presence disrupts the hypermasculine environment and forces the narrator to confront his own emotional vulnerability. Marla's character also raises questions about the limitations of the Fight Club as a solution to the narrator's problems. While at first she finds comfort in the club's sense of community, she ultimately realizes its destructive potential and encourages the narrator to confront his inner demons through a healthier alternative. Marla's presence forces the narrator to confront his own emotional vulnerability. He's initially pulled in by her cynical outlook, mirroring his own rude awakening, but her presence disturbs his comfort zone. She calls out his dependence on Tyler and the Fight Club as a coping strategy, forcing him to confront the underlying issues he's attempting to escape through the acts of violence. Ultimately, Marla serves as a token of hope and introspection. Her cynicism, initially presented as a bad quality, becomes a spark for the narrator's development, inspiring him to confront his issues head-on and seek a healthier path towards self-discovery, proposing that the answers to his problems don't lie in violence and escapism, but in personal responsibility and emotional vulnerability. By delving deeper into Marla's character and the symbolism of the role she plays in the film, we gain a deeper understanding of Fight Club's exploration of complex social and psychological themes. She represents a vital alternative to the film's largely male narrative, emphasizing the importance of varied perspectives and challenging the constraints of traditional solutions to societal issues. Project Mayhem, a manifestation of societal discontent. Project Mayhem, Tyler's radical plan to dismantle societal structures through acts of terrorism, represents the culmination of the film's critique of consumerism and societal alienation. It embodies the rage and frustrations felt by many individuals who perceive themselves as powerless against the oppressive forces of capitalism and social norms. However, Project Mayhem's violent and radical nature ultimately highlights the dangers of unchecked rage and the potential for destructive consequences. The film doesn't endorse violence as a solution, but rather uses it as a cautionary tale to illustrate the need for addressing the root cause of societal discontent in a more constructive manner. It's important to understand that Fight Club doesn't validate violence as a solution to societal issues. Project Mayhem merely serves as a warning, highlighting the destructive potential of uncontrolled rage and the importance of addressing the root causes of societal discontent in more healthier alternatives. The film suggests that viewers critically analyze their issues at hand and explore alternative solutions that promote positive change without the need for violence. Fight Club continues to resonate with audiences due to its unwavering portrayal of the psychological struggles of modern individuals. It delves into complex issues of masculinity, identity, societal pressures, and the exploration of life's meaning. By dissecting the characters' psychological motivations and their interactions, the film offers a deeper understanding of the human condition and the challenges we face in navigating the complexities of modern society. By examining the psychological motivations and interactions of the characters, the film offers a serious and thoughtful look into the human condition. It compels viewers to confront their personal struggles with societal pressures, the purpose of life, and the complexities of navigating in the modern world. Perhaps you, like the narrator, find yourself trapped in a mundane routine, desiring for a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Maybe you, like Maria, are filled with cynicism and a sense of detachment from the world around you. Or perhaps, like Tyler Durden, you question the very principles of society and the pressures it inflicts on individuals. Fight Club is not just a film, it's a mirror reflecting the complexities of the human experience. By understanding the characters' struggles and their underlying causes, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the challenges we face in the modern world. The film's ending, open to interpretation, invites viewers to carry on the conversation, to reflect on their own experiences, and to seek solutions to the issues it raises. Ultimately, Fight Club serves as a call to action. It encourages us to critically examine our surrounding world, to challenge our existing conditions, and to actively seek out meaning and purpose in our lives. The film leaves us with the power to navigate our own paths, to be passionate about our beliefs, and to find our own peace in the world, not through violence, but through understanding, empathy, and constructive action. Do you identify with any of the character struggles? And if so, what does that reveal about your own experiences and perspectives? Remember, this is just a starting point for your own discovery. The richness of the film lies in its capability to trigger individual reflection and dialogue. Be sure to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, leave us a like and subscribe. This is Cinema Psyche, unraveling the mind one scene at a time.